guys, Miss Charlie here with another video of brands in my collection that no longer exist. Part 2. This is about Makeup Geek. Makeup Geek was very popular many years ago. She was one of the brands that interested me at the time. It was when ColourPop was coming out as well, which also interests me. But she's an entrepreneur, had her own makeup line, lots of eyeshadows, a few other things, but mostly her eyeshadows. I watched her YouTube videos, followed her pretty well, but things happened, and unfortunately this brand is no longer available. I'm really sad about that. I was hoping they would come out with some more things because some of their shadows are really nice. I've traveled with their shadows for years, so it was really heartbreaking to see that Marlene Estelle, no longer was that Makeup Geek was no longer going to be around. So it was like Coastal Scents goes, Makeup Geek goes. You know, you're just like, wait a minute, what's going on here? But I'll link things below if you like to go over, you know, articles and things like that as to why Makeup Geek is no longer available. But for those of us who followed her for many years, watched her videos, used her techniques, listened to her give us advice. She seems like a very sweet person from watching her videos and things like that. Very sweet person. She's helped a lot of influencers become makeup brand owners. She's given advice to them to try to help them to achieve the dreams that they want in this community, and some backlash with that and some not. But again, those of you who followed Makeup Geek kind of know the story. Those who don't, you know, again, I'll link some articles below if you are interested. But I really liked her eyeshadows. At the time, I was in my neutral phase where I was wearing a lot of neutral colors, not a lot of color. So these are the colors that I chose when I bought from this brand. I keep them in a Morphe palette like I do a lot of my single shadows. These she came out with after these. These are like pigments. There's like a whole bunch of those. These I did not enjoy as much as these, as far as like blendability, things like that, but they're okay. But these here, I've traveled with these. I've used these many times. These here I usually traveled with because they were nice brow bone colors, transition colors, things like that. I travel with those a lot. And these right here are her, let me remember the name of them, her foiled eyeshadows. She came out with more, but I just bought a few, and this is the one that got me into Makeup Geek, is when I saw her doing swatches and I saw Flamethrower. And at the time I was really into like coppery oranges, vibrant bronzes, things like that. As you can see here, there's not a lot of color here. There's a little bit, but it's mostly neutral, and because this is what I wore most of the time. But I saw this color and then that just got me hooked, and then I bought a few more. Back then the prices were a little bit cheaper than they are now, but depending on the brand you go to, singles can range from, you know, $3 up to $20, $25. Some might even range up higher than that, depending on the brand and what it is, like a multi-chrome, things like that. But these were reasonably priced. I used them a lot. I love the brand. I miss the brand because they could be doing so many things right now. So many new things are coming out and whatnot. And I know that Marlena would have been right in there trying to create her own path within the beauty community to make, you know, her brand more unique, or to incorporate things that, you know, other brands were doing, whatnot. But it's sad that she's no longer in the beauty space. I mean, I think she's still in the beauty space. She still gives advice and things like that. But as far as creating makeup, that's no longer in it. Priority, I should say. But these are the shadows that I have. I will show you swatches of them all, and then I will also do a look using them. If you have any Makeup Geek, pull them out and use them, because I also have her bronzer. I love her bronzers. I've gone through a few. Some of her other face products I wasn't really into, but I love her bronzer, and I still have one. And I still use it. But we're gonna go ahead and get into the swatches and the tutorial. And again, let me know below if you have Makeup Geek. Pull yours out, see if you love it again. If not, I mean, you can always declutter it, but pull it out and see if you still enjoy it the way you did when you got it, or when Makeup Geek was big on YouTube and social media and the beauty community and whatnot. So, but this is my part 2 of the makeup brands that are in my collection that no longer exist for Makeup Geek. And again, we'll get into the swatches and the tutorial.